Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams here for Scrapbook.com to share some easy and fun gift tag ideas with you. We're going to make 3 tags today from Scrapbook.com exclusives. So I've got 2 6x8 paper pads, the nested tree die set, the nested tag die set, as well as the downtown alphabet die set, some Scrapbook.com scissors, and a few scraps of white cardstock. So the first thing we're going to do is jump in and get some die cutting. We're going to do all of our die cutting right up here at the beginning, so then we can just assemble our tags and they will be so quick and easy. So I'm cutting out 3 green trees. I am using a piece of cardstock from the peppermint cardstock pad, and I need 3 trees for this first tag. And then I'm going to combine the rest of the die cutting, but we're going to end up die cutting 3 white tags, 1 white initial, and 1 white small Christmas tree, and then 1 red Christmas tree. So I'm just going to finish up die cutting these bits, but then on this last die set, on this last tag, I removed the piece that cut the hole. On this last one, I don't want a hole on that tag. So this first one, all I did was stack those 3 green trees together and stitch them on my sewing machine. And then I'm just kind of folding up the first 2 trees, so there's a little bit of dimension on this tag. And then on the back, I'm using 1/4 inch double-sided tape from Scrapbook.com to adhere the tag or the tree to the tag. And that is about all that we're going to do to this tag, aside from adding just a little bit of ribbon to the top. And we'll just add that little bit of ribbon to add that pop of red, and then also to attach it to the gift. I'm just going to trim off that ribbon using the Scrapbook.com scissors, which worked perfectly, and jump into the next tag. So this one is really simple, using 3 die cuts is all. And we're just going to attach this red tree cut from the peppermint paper pad to the background. And then I'm going to use the outline of this letter K from the downtown alphabet die set. That's a really cool die set because with each die cut, you actually get 2 letters. You get the outer piece that I'm using, and then there's also an inner, like a really fine piece on this one as well. And that's really all there is to this tag. So obviously you don't have to use the letter K. You can use whichever initial works for the recipient. So to finish this one off, all I'm doing is tying a bow with 2 strands of red and white baker's twine. And that's just to add that little bit of texture and, of course, to add it to the gift as well. So we'll trim that off, and tag number 2 is done. So tag number 3 is a little bit more involved. There's a little bit more die cutting, but I think that you will love it, and the couple extra die cuts that you've got to do is totally worth it. So I actually cut my paper just with the paper trimmer, but I really wish I would have had the slimline strips die. It would have made this process a little bit quicker, and it would make the strips uniform, so they all are the exact same size. So I covered this white tag with 1 inch double-sided tape from Scrapbook.com, you'll want most of this tag covered with adhesive. And then I'm just taking my strips. I cut, the strips are, there's one strip from each of the colors of the sherbet paper pad, and then one, I use the lighter green and red are from the peppermint paper pad. And then I'm just adhering them to the tag in spectrum order using that double-sided tape. And it takes about 2 strips of each color for each tag. And actually you could use just 1 strip by trimming off the excess, and then you have a big enough piece to for another tag. So if you have that slimline strips die, these tags can go super duper fast and are really fun to make. So I'm just finishing up adding these last few strips. We need a little bit of green and then I believe some blue to finish things off. And then you just flip the tag over and trim off the excess with your scissors. So you could also run this through with the tag die, but I found that this method works the best. Then you're not die cutting through quite so many layers. And then on this last step is just to add this one little white Christmas tree. I went with the smallest tree on this one because I wanted the rainbow of colors to really shine on this. And then we just added that strip there, or that bow, that red and white bow there at the top. And I just adhered that with some Scrapbook.com smart glue. So here we're just looking at all 3 of the tags together. There's that first one that has so much dimension and just screams holiday with the green and red. This one is a tag that's really easy to personalize and a fun way to customize your gift tag. And then this one is full of color and just a really fun tag and a really easy to reproduce tag. So thank you so much for stopping by the Scrapbook.com YouTube channel. I am so appreciative of you spending part of your day with me. I hope that you will give these tags a try. They were so much fun to make. Make sure to check out the links in the video description below, and I will have all of the products that I used in this video linked there. Thank you again for stopping by. Have a happy holidays.